Yeah, guy. What's up? We're doing a little something special today. We're going to change the flags a little bit because I found my newest tracker, and newest tracker, I probably made it like 5 years ago. I wasn't using it the first several episodes, and I didn't even dawn on me that I wasn't using it. Didn't even recognize I was using an old one. We're going to go through this, though, because with all the changes since I last really played, I want to see if there's anything I can do to the tracker to make it better for people. Not that I think a lot of people use it anymore because I don't think it's publicly available anywhere. But I'm going to go through it. I'm going to see if I can make changes to it, or if I need to make changes to it, or if things are not viable, or things could get added or removed. So I'm going to go a little slower. And with that, I've made Death Mountain back to vanilla. Well, not vanilla. Back to randomizer vanilla. Where, shoot, I hope I didn't make it vanilla. And I hope I made it like randomized specifically to be different. No, I made it vanilla. I don't know how that's going to work, but I think it's going to work better for us because I want to show the AngryLarry method of getting through Death Mountain. And maybe vanilla is with like 2 to 4 caves per section. Maybe that's a good way to do it. I might have to do it again next episode and all that. But we're going to start with the candle just so we can see what we're doing. Palaces is shuffled. Great Palace is included in the shuffle, blah, blah, blah. Hidden Palace in Town is on. Changes I made since last time is the Western Biome. We're going to make it vanilla but shuffled. And this is, I was told, this is the Z2R Classic experience where all the tiles on the overworld in, the normal game are where they are. I mean, you're going to find them where you would have found them. But things are going to be different. Like the raft tile could be at Palace 1, And I don't have this the flag switch to change the icon. It will look like Palace 1, and then you'll just sail on the raft. So I like that. Death Mountain's going to be vanilla for the purpose of the tracker tutorial kind of thing. Eastern Biome is just going to be randomized without vanilla, so kind of like the last few seeds. Maze Island's going to be vanilla-like, again, like the last couple seeds. I don't think I did anything different with anything else, but we'll go through it. Yeah, I got here Malibu, Gemini, and Nitro. We'll go Malibu because Malibu's the worst. I'm pretty bad at this game. All right, well, we'll just start the timer and go, I guess. So again, the western continent's going to be vanilla. It's going to look the same. Okay, so as you can tell right away, this is the palace is there. So we'll go into here, which is Magic Container Cave. And on this tracker, I have a list of caves. And right here it says Magic Container Cave, low overhead. That's how you know. Not at start, but at the other side. Tracker has the caves going from entering to the left. You can't see my mouse pointer, but the left side of the tracker is entering from the left. The right side's entering from the right. So I won't go through each and every single one, but that's there if you need kind of a tutorial on how to recognize what stuff is. That's kind of a little cliff notes into it. $1,000. Starting off good here. Can I get 2 attack levels with this in one thing? Look at that. And I'll take the life, yeah. And I'll take another life. So 313 out of the first cave here is not that bad. With the kid, I'm 8 away from Magic 2, but I don't want to walk, so we'll just do that. So that was the kid in Magic Container Cave. Nothing different on the tracker as far as the towns, the spells, and the items and stuff. Go through here. There was another one up here. This Bagoo is up here. Oh, that's not. All right. This is just normal. Sort of. Is there 5 total? So this is Fairy Cave. You can tell it's Fairy Cave because the enemies are right away. And it's the difference between this and Parappa Cave is you'll have enemies right over this first jump, where Parappa Cave only has one. It's over the second jump. So that's that. I think that was the last of them. There might be one more on this row. Whoops. There was one more on this row. Okay, so this is, that connects somewhere else. We're not going to do connections yet. This is garbage, but I can go through it to get to the other end. Like that. Since we have a 1,000-point P-Bag in the mix, I'm going to probably kill everything. Alright, so this takes us to the other side of the bridge. Go down and see what's in the town time. Alright, so we're here in... I don't have the medicine. So Mito's there. Now remember, it's vanilla classic, so these things will actually be stuff as well. And there's another one over here. I'm gonna really be bummed out if I messed up Death Mountain. Yeah, I did. Death Mountain is just regular. Alright, so since we're in Death Mountain now, what I'll do is I will pull open the Death Mountain tracker part, and you can see they're all named for American Gladiator events. And this is the easiest way to remember it. Just like you need that association kind of to get your mind going. Just saying, oh, this is this cave, this is this cave. No, this is Human Cannonball. We'll mark it off. We saw our Human Cannonball left side, and we're actually going to see... we're going to see the right... this is the right side. We're going to see the left side as well, because we're forced to go through this. So the one thing you want to do when you track is you want to remember what things are. Or where things are. Like right here, this goes uphill. So this will be the wall. And this is a very bad thing to do because everything's right here. Because it's vanilla. So that failed. I'll do it better next time, but there's a little teaser to it. You know, you got all the events or all the different screens. You try to remember them. And when it's chaotic... in terms of like the caves don't make sense where they are, then remembering what you've seen and what you may need to go through is pretty key. Can't block that. Because once you can get in a loop and not realize it, or you could actually think I wanted that, but I wasn't paying attention. I thought maybe it was, no, I don't want that. I want this. You can get a loop and not realize it because some things have several different entrances. And then what you want to do is you want to find the one you have not seen the other side of. And then you go through that and you're pretty much guaranteed to be in a new area. Where was the enemy there? We're going to up A after this unless it's a hammer. So kind of bummed out. I screwed up the Death Mountain part, but, you know. Ooh, attack 4. Thanks to attack 4 there. So the key is good. The key means we can go do palaces now. And we'll do that. We'll go through stuff. Remember, we're coming out in the forest here, so now we got to remember what else is around to kind of go through. A 1-up tile up here, and we can't get into that cave. We don't have the hammer. But we do have the 1-up tile. There's the fairy tile up there, and there's the other side of Jump Cave we can go through. How? I'm not going to wait for attack because I don't know if I'm going to get there before I up A, because I'm going to just check these two things up here and be done with it. Fairy tile's in that forest tile right there. Okay, it's Raru. When I actually make a seed to show off the Death Mountain stuff, I'm going to show off all the other options in the randomizer as well. Where do I think I'm going? Right here. Maybe I'll make that a bonus video. There's Thunder. Can't cast it right now. Alright, so that was, we don't have to remember this to go back to, but we have one last thing over here on this side, and it is the heart container. And trophy? The grass tile, I should say. Not heart container. Trophy. Alright, good stuff so far. Now what do we do? Because we don't have the hammer, but we have that one tile that we can go through. That one bridge tile in the forest. Can't get to there, but we can get to here and we can get the palace too. And there's something in that road down there. The 50-yard line, the one that separates the encounter rates. This goes through, huh? Let's come back to this, because there's two more over here. Without the hammer, we don't have a way to get to the other areas. Well, we have this one right here. And we have Palace 2. So two options to go through right now. This is the third option to go through, and I'm here, so I'll go through it. Jump Cave. Maybe a dude blocking this. Is going to be a Dyra? No. That's the next one. I think the dude blocks it. No, it's this one. I'll take it. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't have a hammer, so staying alive is, you know, a good thing. Don't have to go through this again. Alright, where does this come out? This comes out at Palace 1, huh? And Palace 1 is Saria. I'm not looking for... I haven't been looking for hints. Can't get through to the other side yet. One of the things I did generate on the seed is that Bagoo, like, I did the natural Bagoo flag, but it has to kind of go away when you have the classic Overworld, I think. They kind of conflict each other. You can't generate Bagoo's forest if, you know, like, everything's vanilla. So I can go back to Mido, which is at the Vanilla Saria entrance. Can't go through this. So we'll go down to the grass tile. This encounter down here might also be randomized. Yeah, it is. It's Fairy Cave, huh? But I can come right back out. And we have seen this exit. The other side of this. Hey, that's not good. So am I going back, huh? Am I going back? Am I going back? Was that jump cave that I went through to get here? It would. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can bait out a 1,000-point P-bag. Which I can't here, but maybe that was the larger encounter. It was not. Alright, can I get the large encounter? What do you call that? Like, it's not large and small encounter. Don't die with 1,000. Alright, so good bait. We're going to lose the extra life. It's alright. We're going to go back to the start. We're going to go through the... Let's go get downstab. We'll get downstab, then we'll go through the encounter in the forest. I really don't need to... There's so many 1,000-point P-bags, though. You know what I mean? 1,000-point P-bags and extra guys. And that's all I have seen. So go in, we'll go get downstab. We can go take a look where the medicine is. Go get that hint. Yes, we're here. Gotta talk to him. So Death Mountain was a bummer. Not knowing where it was is more of a bummer. I think it was the forest tile P-bag across the second bridge, maybe? Okay, 5 medicines and 5. Let's go try to find the bridge tile here. Is it straight through? Like down here? Okay, there was another one up here I missed. So 6 total, I guess. Okay, good jump. Good slide right off. There's the hammer. So we don't need to do caves now. I mean, we don't need to go through. We can just kind of hit the 3 spots with the hammer. What happened there? Weird. Alright. So this is vanilla. I have downstab. Don't need to kill anything because I'm going to hit up an A. Well, 1,000 points gets me magic level. You're 1 hit. Don't need that. Smash. I'm going to go do this one up here. Oh, it gets us to the north as well. There's a bunch of stuff up there. I might as well go there first instead of over to the Meadow Palace 3 area. We still haven't found the raft tile. It's easy to figure out what the raft tile is. You'll just walk onto something and it'll do nothing. Alright, P-Bag Cave is... Our container, I'll take that. I can use a few of those. What's our Thunder down to 70? Still can't cast it. Every block up there is only 16 points. So I have 64. 1,000. Did this lower it? It's been a while, but I think the levels you get have a chance to lower your... That might cross over to the other area we were in before that we saw the other side of that. It's a 50% chance to... Not 50% chance. Like, the level you get changes the magic 50% plus or minus what the normal cost is in the game for that level. So if it's higher, it just stays the same. If it's lower, it decreases. That's why when you get higher magic, you know, stuff has a better chance to get lower. Oh, so here's the raft tile. First time playing Classic, you'd be like, all right, what's happening here? So raft tiles at Magic Container Cave. Anything else I need to go back for? We haven't found Jump Town. All right, here's 2 or 2. So we can do this. We have the magic key. Well, no, because blocks are still in place. I took off the palette shuffle for the palaces. So if I remember what color palace 3 and 6 is, you can identify that easily. What is this room? Oh, it's this room, huh? Attack 5 seems pretty good. Okay. Didn't hit that guy. I got sword canceled twice on that. That's beautiful. I don't have life, do I? Thunder. And jump. Guy's the greatest of all time. Health refill. I planned that. Oh, I was told that the orientation of both bosses and spells are not exactly similar anymore. Like, I don't need to go left to find the item in 2 because the community rooms could make a additional item room, or a different item room, I should say. And bosses can be up and down elevators and have a better chance of being up and down elevators because of just how randomization works and probability and all that. You know, instead of going left or right. Nope! Momentum was killed. Instead of going just to the right to find the boss, now you have an option to go up or down. So that's, you know, three outcomes. So it goes from 100% to... What is this stripper? It's only worth 50. It goes from, 100% outcome or probability to 33, I guess. Okay. Block there. Don't know if it's a community room, so I'm walking through. I don't think it's a community room. This looks pretty vanilla. $1,000. Alright, how far back do I have to go? For another direction? This was Jump Town, I believe. We got the Jump Cave under south of here we can go to. Trophy Cave, I believe, and there's a pea bag cave over by Trophy Cave. They're like a forest tile. It's normally a pea bag we can go through. We have the hammer, so we can go to the Meadow Palace 3 area. And the graveyard has a couple spots to hit. Raft tile is at Magic Container Cave, Vanilla. Ah, got him that time. Oh, we're walking back a long way. This is... We tried. It's a long way. A long way. Wall skelly. Can't do it. Our container in 2. Alright, let's go find the boss. Boss is blocked. I need the glove. Pretty sure that's the only other way to go. So let's carry the XP out. Yeah, the free guy too. This is 3. I know it's 3 because it's red. I don't need that. I don't need the up A for that magic. Alright, so we're in 3. Let's go right. Dead end room, huh? Not a dead end. Well, I guess it is a dead end. Can't stab that. All right, so we're going left. Going left in Palace 3. Glove blocked in 2. 2 is in Jump Town. I don't think I've ever said Jump Town in my life. Normally don't call the towns by their original spell name. Oh, okay. Okay, so both palaces that we need are right here. We need to come back to them with the glove. No raft so far. We can go to this pea bag forest tile here. Vanilla. Four. All right, so we have 2, 3, 4. Is it going to make me fish the raft tile out of here? We have the hammer, and we have our container cave to find. So let's go get the easy item out of Death Mountain. And easy is relative to knowing where Death Mountain is. Okay. Again, I apologize about messing up Death Mountain. I wasn't thinking. I wanted vanilla in terms of randomizer vanilla, not main game vanilla. But that makes this part easy. So Death Mountain acts as its own continent, so if you're confused about the Western layout and why things are all where they should be in the normal game but shuffled, and Death Mountain everything was legit, it's because Death Mountain's biome is independent of the West, and it's straight up vanilla. So the raft tile is a thing as well. You have to remember that if you're playing with these settings. Both the raft tile doing nothing when you step on it is not like a bug or anything. It's the raft tile, you don't have the raft, and the actual raft tile is randomized the same way as anything else. Alright, so there. The raft and the raft tile, that's cool. And we're fully loaded in the West without the glove. Glove can be in 4, glove can be... Can it be in 3? And did I get the item out of 3 and not realize it? Let's see. Cross hammer, key, raft, trophy. I don't think it was a pea bag. So 3 was a quick block, I believe. So we didn't get to see the item, but we didn't see the item in 4 either. What else would we be looking for over here? Nothing. So all the stuff in the graveyard, King's Tomb, the drop to Palace 3. Crossing over to the Palace 3 island. All that stuff is going to be nothing. Right? One's Rando. And we have the trophy. So this might be islands? I don't know. It's a pass-through cave. Nothing to do over there. Pass through. Pass through. Item. I didn't jump. Man, I hit the button. Alright, so we have, I think, 4 spots left of 5 because of the bridge, and then the other side of the bridge. There's a decent amount of stuff left on the west, but not a lot of stuff for us to be helped by. The grab there for the boots, especially with this layout. Bagoo's house is 1. Rando is another. It's Maze Island. Let's just go to Maze Island. It's not Maze Island. All right. Let's go find out what this town is. We have the kid? We have the kid. I'm not getting upstab. I don't think this is going to work. We're not going to save any magic by doing this because it's going to be refilled by the time we get in. They're not getting up. We're not getting upstab. We're not getting upstab. We're not going to need... The chances of us needing it are very low. You can avoid it almost all the time. We have the kid, right? It's like the first thing we got. $19. We need a few magic containers here. We have the boots. We can get around pretty well. We got that palace down there that we can do. Medicine is in 5. We can, I don't know, maybe skip it. I am curious what this is. Nothing. But I needed to know. We need the flute. Okay, we need the flute. Great Palace is here. This is only boot accessible. So, boots required for the flute? I'm killing this guy. We can get on the water tile with the boots, so it's still possible it's required. No upstab. Kill this thing again. Kill nothing in this area. But try to kill everything and just completely go over 3. Over 4. What are we doing down here? Nothing. Nice plus sign. That's Great Palace. Okay, on the water. There's a palace there. So those are our 2 palaces, huh? We've seen the other side of this. So Great Palace is in the east. Whatever's... Actually, you know what? That could be a town under the 3-Eye Rock. Valley of Death. Maybe there's a nice dude over there. We don't need to go through any connector caves yet. Down. What are we looking at here? All right. How many do we need? 7. You know how hard it is to get 7? Looking for Reflect. Possibly Fairy. Convenient. This isn't. Okay, I had to double check. I didn't think so because we had Thunder. Make sure it wasn't vanilla. I can cast that, right? Yeah. Go through Valley of Death, I guess. I'd like to have Fairy to do it, but... Magic Container? P-Bag. We're gonna get it with the beam. Yeah! I need 4 XP. I don't like Valley of Death without... That's not the one I need. I don't like Valley of Death without Fairy. I need 4 XP. Turns to a bat. Okay, we got this town over here. This could be Fairy. It is Maze Island. %50 chance for Fairy? What else do we have? Fire? Fire could be Fairy. So we have a more than 50% chance now. Actually, now it's 50%. Yeah, it was 25% before. I don't know where 50% came from. Hey, reflect is good. We need reflect. Oh, we need the glove. I can do 4 maybe? If I don't also get glove blocked from there. No palaces yet, though. Oof. We didn't see Rudo. I might up A. I might up A. We'll do this first, because there's a thing over here. That's really not convenient, is it? Wanted to get to the water, because I had the boots. I can just walk around. That palace location. Alright, we'll go through here. Take a walk around. 6. And find the 2 items. Make sure one's not the glove before I go in. Does this get me out of bounds here? Ugh, I don't like that. But there's no way back in bounds, I don't think. All right, that was, I like that because it's it's right on the other side of that other encounter from start where you couldn't get over to the water. I might have to go through several encounters here to find this other one. Oh, nope, that's good. And we don't have to go through that dead end area. Check for fire. So that's... I don't know if I use spell afterwards. So that's 3 spells so far that's not fire. Five spells, that's not fire. Can fire randomize the fire? I don't know. But it's either... Now it's either fairy or the other spell. Rolodex. No, Rolodex is not a spell yet. What's the other spell? I don't know. Why is this so hard? What are the spells in order? Shield, jump, fairy. Oh, life. Alright. Well, that's nothing to go through anyway. Fighting is fun in this game. Oh, we gotta check for the boss. It's an elevator. We might have to come back in for the item if this leads us to the boss anyway. Die. Come on. Did I get that? No. Almost got me because I wasn't looking. Oh, this guy's gonna get fought. Might have been a spell in one of those tiles there. What is this? This is a loop. Not a loop. Actually, is it a loop? No, because not a loop. Got this room again. The repeating rooms are annoying. I have to go through it. I have to make sure it's a community room. We didn't peek up at the elevator to see. That's a glove block room, I think. Again, don't know. Didn't peek and see if this is the boss. Not the boss, though. You heard the sword, and he went, shh. How did it go again? Shh. I can just skip every enemy. Well, actually, you know what? I can't. It's not in my skill set to skip enemies. I need the glove. What is this room? Community rooms. I'm gonna farm the 1,000-point P bag. That took forever. Now we're getting attack. One, two. Oh, we can't go this way. We already said we can't go this way. Now what? I can go right at this elevator. I don't remember, not this one, the other one. Where I came up originally. This one. Was this one way? Yeah. Alright, so that had the statue. I don't think the other one had the statue. And that might be this room. So it might have looped after all. Interesting. Have I been here? This is where I wanted to jump to get the P bag. That I might have been up and to the right might have been the beginning of the palace. Ooh, am I glove blocked? Repeating rooms are killing me. This is all linear. Large enemies don't have good P bags. It's the small ones that all have 1,000 points. Gotta check because I don't have a good memory. That was yeah, for some reason I feel like right and up is out. These rooms are all the same. They're all the same. No dripper here. I think I didn't want to go left here, so let's go left here. Yeah, no statue. An item room? It's an item room. So is the no statue a tell for the item room? I think I need the glove. I think I need the glove. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We don't know how to do it. We don't know the first thing about setting it up, but I'm pretty confident I could do it without knowing. Just not going to do it now. All right, let's go look for the water tile, I guess. How do I get out of here? There we go. We have another free spell we can take. What are we looking for? I don't remember. Oh, fairy? Well, now we can tell what fire is. Life. It's not life. It's just fire? We can go through that. There was a right area over here I don't think I looked at. Alright, so this is 1. Obviously it's 5, because 1 is in Valley of Death now. Oh, well, let's mark it. 1's in Valley of Death, and East has 5. And Great Palace. Alright, cool. 5 has the trophy medicine. If I find it, I find it. If I don't, whatever. We'll come back in 2 hours and get it. If the length of this video is over 2 hours, then you know I'm coming back to get it. We have not completed a single palace yet. Why is that? No scratch. We gotta check for the boss. Death Mountain room. Skytrack. This human cannonball? All Death Mountain rooms? That's a good thing I have love. Oh, where was jump? I'm banging the button. Banging the button. I could not have hit the button harder if I tried. I hate these enemies, man. I hate them. One day I'll figure out how to fight them. 1,000-point P-bag. Why did... Okay, they drop... Alright, I don't know why I didn't think they were in the drop. Oh, because these ones are in the drop. The other ones are not. No, I'm still confused. I don't know. I thought maybe... But maybe those guys were not in the drop pool. I guess, I guess they are, because I do remember farming, like, magic from them a few times. And 1,000? Oh, 1,000. Elevator down there. What is this room? I don't know what it is. I guess it's just fire. Where's this guy going? It's a good fight. Hey, we did it. No item, but the item is not needed. What do we need to find? We got both items out of the maze. What was the other item? The other item I think was just a pea bag. Because I think I tried to stab it and wasn't stab it. Water tile, desert tile. One more magic container for... Oh, we were only 99 XP away from the next level. I should have went to the next room. Oh, wait. We can go to the next room. Next room might be the item. Water tile, desert tile. We walk around everything? Can't walk around everything. Oh, we can get under there? I don't think we can get under there. I think that mountain goes too far south. Desert tile, water tile. We didn't have the boots yet when we first got here, so maybe we can go to... that could... I wonder if that could be the desert tile or water tile. The three-eyed rock. Possibly we need to walk over here. That's a nothing. They're both over here. Jump. Good jump. Alright, we can go get the other item now out of the new Kasuto. I know what this is. The boot's required to... okay. Okay. Why would that be nothing? Oh, let's think about that. Why would that be nothing? Just randomly generated nothing, or... Alright, that confuses me too, because that's not... I don't know, I'm pretty confused right now, because that was a forest tile that gave me... Okay, it could be anything. It could be... whatever. It was just random desert tile that was not... Random desert tile that was not the desert tile with the item. How many items is that so far? We got 3 small items. 3. 1 replaces the candle, so we need 1 more. Desert tile. Where the hell is the desert tile? Desert tile must be under 3-eye rock. So let's go do 4. Everything was north. 4 was Trophy Cave, I think. We could also try. Let's go down here. We did not see the other side of Saria, so I'm just going to grab that. I don't know what it could be, where I might need that, but we'll grab it. I can't walk over the water here. Right, because it's vanilla. I know for a fact it's down here. Oh, it's 1 off. 1 off the... Okay, so we don't know what's on the other side of this bridge. I don't think this crosses over. We'll find out. I'll exit the other side of the town, see if it brings me to the other side of that tile. I think it does. I think that's the, like one of the first early missteps you can make when you're playing the classic. Right. Well... Barry is in Mito. I should have went to 1 before coming back over here. 4. Yeah, I don't know what could be over here though. Other side of Saria. And... which I was pretty confident that this was another thing that I didn't find. But can I get back now through Saria? Because now I gotta go through it. I can't just go this way. Oh, I can, I guess. Okay, when you leave a town, you just... Okay. When you leave a town, you just end up right on top of the tile. Is there another encounter? Like... Not that it matters, but is there another one like right here? 1 off, maybe? Way off? Maybe I'm just making it up. Nope, not making it up. Not making it up. Oh, man, we should have done 1. Should I just go back and do 1 and not try to force 4? Let's force 4. I don't need fairy or upstab. Four is done. Find the item. I guess we'll find the item. Is this the item room? No. Dead end? No, it's not a dead end. Outside again. Again, I have to go through every room because I don't know the community rooms. They can be just a little bit different. That could be an item room. Could be a, you know, key door at the end of this corridor. Go up here. There's a couple elevators I can check earlier. I think from start I can go a different direction. This is a dead end. It's P1 room. Don't know if this is a normal room or not. Looks like a normal room. Where's the glove, and how much is not having the glove really affecting me? I think it is. I think... I really feel strongly about being blocked in 2 or 3. We know we might need that, but maybe not. It's blocking the desert tile, I believe. It's my best evaluation is that's blocking the desert tile. Let's go over to Palace 1. Oh, desert tile. We can do desert tile, and then Palace 1. Fantastic walk to it. Okay. We didn't pick up life. Fairy. We gotta go back into 5 to get the trophy. Where was the stupid Valley of Death? Was it over here? That's GP. One second here. I have to check a baseball lineup thing. Make sure that somebody I'm playing in daily fantasy starting. I I may have known that already before I did this, but... That's not good. So I'll do 1, then I'll go back for 2 and 3, and then I'll come back here for Death Mountain. That didn't get that one. Really? Great jumping. Tried to bait it out. I'm gonna die in here. Just unbelievable. I thought I was gonna catch it in between landing on the top and jumping down again. That's the worst part. Like, that's the worst part of not having fairy. Is doing all that. But we're over here now. So I didn't do 6 either. 6 was in Maze Island. I think that was a long walk to the block, the glove block. It's a left side glove block. Possible I didn't do it all. Now I'll try to remember how to get to the glove block here. One of them was pretty quick, I believe. There's a left side Palace 3 room. Six was the one where I was looping around for a while. That's... whatever this room this way is, I remember going backwards. I think. I mean, repeating rooms might be affecting my memory here, but I remember hitting that MOA on the way up and not down. Powerball. Don't down stab into the lava. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to talk about that one. It's we knew what happened there. I couldn't block that one because I was going to go right down to the lava. And I remember going reverse back into this way, which might be good because it might mean I found the glove block and had to walk back the other way. This is 2. We did find the item. don't need to do that. I don't know where to jump. There! I hit the button. Okay. Hope I don't need fairy. Hope I don't need fairy to do this. I don't need fairy. That's an illusion. Oh, okay. That was good. What a pro. Yeah, we don't need fairy. We don't need upstab either. What palace am I in? 2? We're fine. We're fine. So the quick blood block was in 3. We're working. We're working towards a goal now. I'm doing perfectly fine. I'm gonna take this level. What is it? Like 7. We got a plan. So we have the vanilla level 3 glove block room here. I believe it's a quick left to it. Don't need to find the item, right? We don't need. The only item we may need is the trophy, whatever, the medicine, and that's in 5. Oh, it's not the room I'm looking for. What is this nonsense room? This is where you need the name of the person who made the room on the top of the screen. Gotta look down, because it could be a boss room. Is it? I thought it was this room I was looking for from the other side. But I don't remember red being the room color. So I came this way once. From a similar room. Possibly in another palace. Die. Is this an item room? An elevator? No. We didn't look down that elevator, by the way. We'll assume that's not a community room. But we didn't look down this elevator. I feel like there are a lot of places to go. A lot of places to go. Gotta take a peek. Did I loop? What is this? A big loop? Is this the fun room? This is a fun room. Alright, so we are looping, I believe. Let's take a left somewhere. This is the way we came from. Might as well pick those up. I gave it a peek, but did I go anywhere? It's the same outcome here. How many times am I going to go left here without realizing that this is... Let's go a different way. Why did I not go right? Because right was a dead-end room to start. Alright, so after the glove block room, we're going to take the first left we can take. Did I go down here? 'Cause I know I went right there. How familiar is this room? Seems like I've seen it before. Let's go left. We said we were going to take the first left. Let's just do that. Instinct. It's the same room. The same room. The same room. Alright, now we take the next left. Have my hand on the jump button. Alright. New plan. Jump over these guys. Take a left. This is why you check the damn elevators, guy. Come on, you learn nothing. I don't know what I'm doing there. Why you check the elevators? We're going 888. I don't care. What do I need to do now? I need to go back to Maze Island and then... I need to survive to get to 1. I'll do Maze Island first. Can I get the item? Maze Island. Maze Island. All right. That's our plan. Maze Island. And then from Maze Island, we'll do Valley of Death again. We definitely don't need to go back into 5 for Fairy. I don't remember where Maze Island is. It's down here, right? Yeah. I go through this. Walk right into it. If I remember right, it's that right side, or left side love block room from Palace 3. So we'll go this way, because we, you know, already seem to think that we went right already. It's a long way to the block. I don't remember. Take a peek down in case I missed the boss room. Yeah, I feel like we went on a certain path, and these rooms kind of all stacked on each other. But eventually, like, the leftmost room I could get to was glove blocked. And it might have been this one. Not this one. This community? Yes. Whatever we did going up, we came back down to go left here. So let me go check that for a glove block room. Why would we come back this way? Because we found the item? Or dead end? Still think it's a right-left room that I'm looking for. Okay, here it is. Just how I remember it. Just cast jump. Right? Just cast jump. You're never going to do it. Door cancel. These things are the dumbest things in the world. That guy came from outer space. Good downstab. Oh, how does this screw up? Did it? Nailed it. That fight was a mess. Can I go over that? Hold on. Guess you could bank a key if you don't have a magic key. You can bank a key from the enemy, the boss, if it drops a key, and that's not randomized, and then you can ferry over to place the gem. Are you kidding me? We're getting this. We deserve this. I will farm those things the whole time. Nice Atmosphere room right in Palace 6. You know what? Fighting these things is easier than doing whatever I need to do over there. How much am I way? We earned this. Alright, let's go into 1. Try not to die going into 1. Gotta go this way. I don't remember where it is. Up here? Just be careful, you know? Like, just be careful, I could do it. I could also try to skip the encounter and get like a less dangerous, shorter screen to go through. Like, watch. We gotta wait twice as long though, because of the encounter rate's 50%. Go up! This thing's coming up for me, so I'm just gonna wait for it. Before it catches up. Where's the coconut? Why is there another one? Olay! Nope. Tried to go before the blue one. Let's cast jump. Why am I not casting jump? Or just, you know, be careful. Did we make it? Is that it? Is that the last one? Palace 1. Do I walk out of here? No, I don't walk out of here. Get that guy out of my way. Hey, the boss is on an elevator room. Amazing. It's not. what I wanted to do. Wonder if the walk would have been shorter coming out of death. I just didn't want to deal with those encounters. We're trying to skip them or whatever. Just do this. And I can just free walk right to Great Palace. Go through the center. Down. I think it was the first one we found, like right over here. Down. Keep 4 bullets on the screen. No other bullets will spawn. All right, I handled this room very well. How about like just use shield every room? It's a good room to use shield on. You can tell I was very, very effective. Can Thunderbird be on an elevator? Think so. Think so. How did I know? We need all this. All right, we messed that up. Let's try it again. Dark Link is obviously next room, because that's how it works for us. We get lucky like that in GP. All of our GPs have been pretty easy so far. Can Dark Link be? I don't think Dark Link could be in a elevator room. That doesn't count. Get off me. I know what you're thinking, and it's just I'm not ready to comment on it yet. That doesn't count. Don't despawn the jar. The 7th one. Come on, guy. Oh, all right, so I'm done. Done with this room. There's no way this is the same room as the one I saw before. It was no way. There's no... I don't think there's a possible way it could loop like that. Fun room. We're looking for it. Why did I need somebody to answer me? Like, why? Is this a community room? Why is there no false wall? I found 2 or something. All right, I know what you're thinking. And there's no possible way. There's no possible way. I refuse to think that I need to go back. Ha! Yeah. Probably dying in this room if a blue knight is in here. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't die. I like when you're low health and you survive like one more room being low health. I hope one of these things is a red jar 50-50 block. And like a chicken knight comes at me. Chicken knight. Anyone call them chicken knights? I don't think I've ever called them chicken knights. All right. It's gotta be safe. That's all you gotta do. Safe. I'm in the block. We gotta go left here, right? Ah, we gotta go left there. Why would we not go left there? What is this room? I need one of these to rebound towards me. Or I'll just kill. All these lefts I can take, man. All these lefts. Which one do I do? I guess I do this one. This is coming after me. Yeah. So it's on my mind now. I'm willing to maybe think about it. Maybe. I still don't think I need it. We're just gonna go up here. And we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Plenty of ways to go. That doesn't count. What is that? What is this room? Get that. But we're fine. That thing jumped up there. We're fine. I hate jump. That doesn't count. Jump away before you down stab right into the thing. Come on, man. I guess he's not happy. I'll give you a hint. You can rewind the video about like 15 minutes and you can kind of feel it. I have to remember the item could be after the boss as well. Hey, it's Gauntlet. Inside a palace. How cool is that? Just want the item. Just want the item. Is this an item room? Maybe I go after the boss. Also don't know how the logic works with rooms after a boss, because I've yet to find a way out of the palace. So I don't know if there's a definitive room you find after the palace that will just take you out, and it's the same in all palaces, because otherwise you can loop. Otherwise it has to loop to itself. Because you can't come back out before the boss, because then you can take an alternate route and come to the right side of the boss room. So you know what I shouldn't do here is I should never hit down. Ah, this room sucks. That room's the worst. Good jump. Oh, you loop right back into that room. No, you can't. Can't do that. I have to go through that stupid room again. No, this is new. Oh, is this new because it's... I'm back where I was when I upade. Shoot. Okay, so I guess that's how you can handle rooms after a boss room. Is a drop down. Guaranteed drop down. Still not guaranteed that the item is not over there. I keep hitting pause to fairy, but then I don't have fairy. That's why I'm here to begin with. It's moronic. Just jump. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, it looked like a room that kind of you had to give you an option to come back from. Now what? Go back up and have to get a left turn somewhere, or it's back to the boss. Imagine I got the item already, and I'm doing this for nothing. There's no enemies in this room. Then I killed everything coming through? Amazing. Alright, so let's not fall down again. It should only be 2 rooms after. Like 1 room after where I fell. How do you deal with this? Should I just die and get thunder? I don't need to jump. I wasn't sure if I jumped over yet. Like if I knew I jumped, but I wasn't sure if that was where I needed to jump. Take a look left here. So the boss was down from a room like this. See if the item room is as well. Malibu. Malibu's the worst. Oh, I got the medicine. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I think I called it the trophy, like all seed too, and like corrected myself every step of the way. It's like, oh no, I mean the medicine. I even marked it. I'm fried, man. I'm fried. How many times do I have to go back for stuff? Unos never needs to go back for stuff. Light would never need to go back for stuff. BGT and Joshy D would already have this stuff. And jump over every townsperson. Oh, yeah, that one tried to trick me. Big yawn right into the microphone. It's starting to get hot. 2 hours with the air conditioner off. Why am I playing this game so long? Glove was an issue, though. Like, it really was. To get the glove, I had to find the flute. To get the flute, I had to go dig in 4. Where I may have needed the... No, I didn't need the glove to get the flute. That would not have worked. But I needed the raft. I needed a lot of stuff. Got almost all of it. What am I missing? The pea bag that was in place of the candle and a magic container. That's it. I'm stuck. What garbage. Remember I said if it was 2-hour seed? The video was over 2 hours. You knew I went back to get fairy? Oh, congratulations. But I did. Just because I have shield doesn't mean I can just walk. Okay. I don't want it. Were we elevator to T-Bird? It was that quick? We came back to go down here, I think. I mentioned that this is not a loop. There's like half our health in that room. Probably could have banged life again. I don't have upstab. That's fine. We don't need it. We gotta check. I'm not going left. There's so many ways to go. Maybe this loops. Yeah, look at that loop. Beautiful loop. Oh, I gotta go back. Don't have upstab. This room where I was on low health, where I said if there's a blue knight, I was dead. Made it to this room and I think killed me. One of these rooms I went across and it was a 1-up. It was that one. Wait, hold on. Could I go right here? One was a fairy block room, and I had to come back. This was left only, right? Only. One of them was a 1-up. It was this one. One I was fairy blocked. It was this one, because I think it was right to left. It was like a mirrored room. I don't think I went up and left. There might have been a few different ways I didn't go. This is a dead end. Let's see if I can get a... There's no enemy, so maybe I can get magic. I really don't think I went up and left. Maybe I did, because... Oh, I don't know, because I came back from this area to then go... No, I did the fairy room first, before I did this area. There's a chance. A chance this is the way to go. I don't think I didn't need fairy. I just didn't go this way. Okay. Well, whatever. I think at that point it was better just to get it for like completion's sake. Oh, I messed up the perfect game. Well, there you have it. Very not required, I told you. Everyone wanted me to go back for it, and so I did. And then we completed it. So next time I'm going to fix the seed so I can kind of go through this the tracker here and show off all the different features and just make sure that they all still make sense. The GP one definitely changed because community rooms introduced in the whole new meta. But I don't know if it's enough to make me want to... I don't know if I understand it enough, first of all, and I don't know if it's enough to make me want to bust out the whatever I built this in and try to fix it. But other than that, I think it's fine. I'm just going to go methodically through Death Mountain next time. Give it the AngryLarry spin on how I approach Death Mountain, or used to approach Death Mountain. But all right, well, yeah. So another 2-hour plus Zelda 2 Randomizer seed, where we got almost everything and didn't need barrier upstand. Told you. Yeah, so we'll see you guys again next time.